Hey guys, welcome back to the Streets of London Property News, and there's an interesting article today, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. This is what I've picked out today. Harry Styles buys a fourth house on the same street in Hampstead amid plans to build a dream 30 million mega mansion. Wow. I think that's big news for Hampstead. I think it's big news for London property. And this is a very interesting article. So let me read the article and then we'll give you our expert opinion on what the location's like, what the prices are on the price per square foot. And that's something that I really need you guys to pick up on. So without further ado, the former One Direction star is already thought to be knocking through two of his semi-detached homes in the fashionable area of Hampstead into one huge estate. The 31-year-old, who is worth a reported amazing, I can't believe this, is worth £225 million, apparently has plans to include 4 dressing rooms, an indoor patio and a gallery in the luxury compound. I'm sure he's going to have a lot more than that. He's going to have a gym, he's going to have a swimming pool, he might even have a hammam, he's going to have a music studio, possibly a basketball court, a football pitch in the garden, or he could even have one in the house. He could have I've seen somebody that's got a basketball court in a house in Mayfair. I'll carry on. He's believed to have snapped up the 4th pad that could be connected to a mega mansion and serve as a guest house for his friends to stay in. He has 3 houses on the road in Hampstead, and now he has quietly, that's the key word, he's quietly, what did I mean by that? Was it an off-market deal? Or was it with a local agent? There's a few local agents in Hampstead. Those of you that know Hampstead would know that there's Chesterton's on the corner. Foxtons have probably been there for about 15 years now. And then you've got, I would say, the most connected agent there is a company called Goldschmidt and Howland. And they have 3 or 4 offices across Haverstock Hill. And as they've grown, they've expanded. A sales office initially with lettings and management. They've then got another office which they've converted into lettings. Then they've got a separate office for their property management because they let and manage a lot of properties in and around that area. So they're the main agents in that location, although you do have some private brokers as well. Oh, by the way, there's one new agent there. When I drive through there, I can't remember their name now, but I'm thinking to myself, if you haven't got any properties on management and you're opening up an agency here, you're going to find it hard to get instructed on properties to sell. You've got no income coming in from lettings and property management, so all you've got is your overhead. So it's going to be a tricky situation unless they bought a property management for Benham and Reeve. So if anybody lives in Hampstead or if you know anything about that, please do comment below. Okay, I'm going to carry on. 2 of the homes are being converted into mega mansions, whilst a third sits way away from them and is a bit of an investment property. Okay, fair enough. Moving on, the insider went on to say this 4th new pad could be part of a mega mansion estate and will be connected to the houses. You've got to get planning permission, and it's not easy to get planning permission in this location. Let's carry on. Which are being knocked through by a drive and a massive garden. It's incredible the work Harry is putting into making his dream home. What I'm going to say here, guys, is you can have the biggest house in the world, but to turn it or create a home environment, it's about the people that you live with and the family and the friends that you have around you. It seems as though he's got a good network around him, and obviously money makes it easier, but there's many people that are not going to be in such a position as Harry, that are going to be living in smaller houses, but they have a very nice home. So don't be despondent. Always look at the people below you, because that will make you appreciate what you have. Anyway, let's move on. Styles' plans for the mansion sound like a grand affair. As the paper says, they include a master suite with 4 dressing rooms, a private lounge, a gallery space and an indoor patio. Well, I think he needs 4 dressing rooms, because if you have a look at his fashion sense, he has got some garms. It's a bit of street slang, garms. And he's got a very unique fashion sense as well, and some people will like it, some people may not, but it's individual, and he's definitely doing his thing. Finally, I'm going to just finish off and then I'll give you a couple of expert tips about Hampstead prices. The Adore You singer, sorry, I'm not up to date, has reportedly had to coordinate plans with his neighbour. Who's his neighbour? Kat Deely, who is believed to be renovating a property nearby. There's quite a few celebrities that live in Hampstead. For those of you that don't know London, I've bumped into Ali G there. I've bumped into Noel Gallagher. I've seen David Beckham in Hampstead. When you go to Hampstead Heath on a Sunday, you're usually going to have a high chance of bumping into some sort of celebrity. There's one comedian, Jonathan Ross lives there as well, and there's another comedian, the guy that used to be in The Office, sorry, I can't remember your name, I do apologize, lives there as well. Anyway, let's carry on. They are thought to have held meetings and distributed leaflets to keep other residents on side and ensure minimal disruption. That's for the planning application. They're just trying to keep the neighbours as sweet as possible. But what I can tell you, in this type of location, Hampstead, I don't think a leaflet's going to do the job. There's some very established people that have been living there for generations, to be honest, and they love where they are. It's very private, it's very secluded, and it's going to take more than leaflets. I'm sure there's going to be some objections, but eventually I'm also sure that he will get the planning approval, and I hope he does, because it looks like it's trying to create something that's going to be super, and I can think that it's only going to be good for the location as long as it's not disruptive in terms of loss of light and other considerations for your neighbours. The hitmaker is reportedly aiming for the mega mansion to be completed by October 27. Okay, so that's the article. It just shows you that London is still buzzing, and there's a lot of scaremongering out there in terms of people not buying, but we can clearly see that the wealthy people are still buying property. So it will always be a safe bet. Even with all of the media reports about stamp duty, about higher taxes, about London not being safe, Harry's got the chance to live anywhere in the world, but where is he creating a home? In Hampstead. Now, he's bought a house for X amount. He's building a mega mansion for circa 30 million valuation. The key question is, what are the prices for properties in Hampstead, and specifically large homes? Well, I'm looking at one of the portals now. I'm not going to mention the name. And there's a house on a road called Ellsworthy Road. Now, Ellsworthy Road, one end runs from Primrose Hill, and the other end is Avenue Road, which borders onto St John's Wood. And I believe that this is one of the nicest roads in Hampstead, on this side of Hampstead. But going up towards the Heath and off of the Heath, there's some very nice roads there which make you feel like you're in the countryside. But this is in between Primrose Hill, Hampstead, and also St John's Wood. So I actually think it's really nice. And there's a house on at the moment for £24 million. It has a square footage, let's have a look at the square footage, of 8,665 square feet. It's a 7-bedroom house, with 8 bathrooms, £24 million. Now, where does the valuation come from? 24 million divided by the square footage, it works out to about £2,800 per square foot. There's another one on Mount Road. This is with a couple of agents, two agents. It's on for 18 million, and I've looked at the price on this one. Once again, it is 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, £18 million, circa 6,000 square feet, and once again it's on for about £2,750 per square foot. And then there's another one on Wadham Gardens for £17 million, and lastly there's another one in Frognall, which is 14 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, on for £17 million, and that's reaching close to £2,800 per square foot. So that gives you a little bit of an evaluation on what's going on in Hampstead. Planning permission could be difficult. Knocking the two houses or combining the two houses or three houses into one, you just need to have good contractors. What is the price per square meter for your build cost? The starting is £2,000 per square meter, and based on a high quality design and build, you can go up to £6,000, £7,000, £8,000. It really depends on the finish of your fixtures and fittings. So that's going to be a consideration. Also, the timing on this is he's trying to complete this by 2027, and that's a long time. Let's see where the property prices go. But what we have always seen historically, that London will always go up, and whenever there's a downside, people like Harry and the high net worth and the institutions are buying. When there's blood on the street, there's deals to be had. I hope to see you again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Remember to put some comments. Let me know your feedback. My name's Monty, on the streets of London. Value your time, and I'll see you soon. Take care.